Hey, it's Tony with lidl.doodle. I wanted to do a recap of the first day and a half of the Pacific Northwest Pen Show. You guys, I literally just got home. I poured myself a celebratory margarita and I sat down in front of my camera. In fact, I even still have my lanyard on, but it's fresh in my mind, and I've kind of got that like second wind of energy that I've been just like, go, go, go. And my husband was like, why aren't you crashing? And I'm like, cause I am so amped. And so I just wanted to share. First, I'm gonna just share a little bit about being a vendor. And then I'm just gonna run through really quick the cool stuff that I have acquired. And I still have a whole nother day. So first off, our first year as vendors, we made the decision on June 1st to pull the trigger and just give it a try. We've been, hard at work making inventory. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how much inventory we should make and bring. We didn't know if it was going to be even an interesting thing to put out there at the pen show. So that's the context. We just didn't really know what we were doing, right? You guys, I cannot tell you how much fun we have had. So yesterday, Friday, was a 3-hour VIP event, and we showed up way too early. We set our table up way too early. We didn't know what we were doing. So then we went home and had lunch and then went back, and then there was traffic, and anyway, so it worked out. So the VIP event was from 3 to 6, and that was kind of a people paid extra to come in and do some early shopping, and there were some activities and food and things like that for the VIPs. We could not believe how busy our table was right out of the gate, and how the conversations that we were having with people, and the questions that they were asking, and the feedback we were getting on our products. And then today was a full 8-hour day, 7-hour day, 6-hour day, 7-hour day. Sorry, I can't math right now. It's been a long couple of days. I cannot express my gratitude for all of the amazing people that I talked to today, and that I just got to gush about our love for what we're doing and our love for the community. And it was so cool. And I was so proud of my husband seeing people giving feedback on his work. And, I haven't really shared this, but this is like his dream. And it's 100% what we want him to be able to do full time. And this was just so encouraging, and it was so, it was incredible. And and not being woo-woo, but yesterday, oddly, when I left the house, we had this huge dragonfly that literally followed us from our driveway in the car to almost to the end of our entire street. And then we rounded the corner to get onto a main road, and there were 2 more dragonflies. And then we get over to the pen show, and between getting from the parking lot to the hotel, I saw 4 more dragonflies. And I was like, that's kind of weird. That's a lot of dragonflies for a Friday morning. And so I was looking up kind of just what does it mean when you see a bunch of dragonflies? And kind of one of the main representations of dragonflies is times of transformation and change. And I got goosebumps. And I'm not trying to be woo-woo, but I believe in the power of manifestation, and not the manifestation of, oh, I really want a new car, and then a new car just appears. But manifestation in the way of when your mind is open to possibilities, and your reticular activating system is just uploading all of the evidence to support those opportunities, things can just happen that are great. And I don't know. I don't want to get too wound up. Like I said, I drank a whole soda today, which I do not drink soda, but I needed the caffeine and sugar, and I feel like I'm a little amped. So I apologize for my, so anyway, being a vendor, it exceeded my expectations. And we started our table with quite a bit of inventory. And halfway through today, our table looked quite a bit different. I had to move stuff around quite often so that it didn't look so bare. And currently, Doug is downstairs whipping out some more inventory for us to bring tomorrow, because we still have another 7 hours tomorrow. And just the conversations that we had with people and the questions they were asking, and the feedback was it was amazing. I just really, really love our community. And it was funny because my stepmom saw me post something on Facebook, and she told my dad, and her and my dad showed up. They're not fountain pen people. And I barely see my dad, and they showed up, and it was so cool. And it was really fun. My stepmom went and got a pen from Mike's Fun Pens, I think that's the name. Anyway, and they were just blown away by like how busy the show was and how many people were there. And I was like, oh, if you think this is big, go to San Francisco or DC. Probably, I haven't been to DC, but this community is just so cool. And I got to meet some really cool people who are in the community. Grace, I got to meet Grace. I'll link her below. Jane was there, and Jane and another pen friend brought me samples of buttered popcorn. And if you've been around, you know how huge that is. So thank you, pen friends. I got to sit with Karina and Grace and do a fun little 8 questions video that I'm not sure where it is, but if I ever know where it is, I'll link it. So anyway, my heart is just so full, and I have not been this excited about something in a really long time. So I'm gonna change gears because my throat's getting a little bit shaky, and I'm like, oh, don't start crying, Tony. That would be weird on YouTube. I'm gonna share with you the cool stuff I got. Okay, so first off, I go straight to Carolina and Zodiac. Those are my 2 favorite pen makers. I just love these guys. They're fun, and we ended up having dinner with Jonathan Brooks last night, and he's just down to earth. And I mean, these guys are really big in the pen world, and I just feel like it's so cool to connect with people who are the makers of the things that I love. I mean, it's not like I'm buying a Sailor and I will never know who made that Sailor pen. Like, I am sitting there eating tacos with the maker of one of my favorite pens. So I go straight to those guys, because they put out their inventory, and if it's gone, it's gone. So first off, I got this Zodiac pen from Bart. It is so beautiful. I had a darker one picked. It was more red, and he was like, oh, you like the red more than the pink? And then I remembered that on my list of wants was a pink pen. So I think this serves as my pink pen. And I will probably do another video like up close, because I'll need help with ink and stuff like that. I have inked this up already, and I'm going to show you in just a second what I inked it up with. Okay, now my Jonathan Brooks. Now, you know, I've talked enough that my primary manipulation one is like, I don't want to say I have a favorite child, but if I had a favorite child, oh. Okay, get ready for this. Oh yeah, my goodness. So I saw this one on the table, and there was somebody standing in front of me, and I kind of reached around and grabbed this one because I thought, this is going home with me. There's no 2 ways about it. Look at that. Resin is, oh, it's so me. I love it. I love it. So these are my first 2 pen purchases. And then I ran over to Drum Ghouls as they were setting up, and I was like, hey, are you guys ready to take my money? Because Rickshaw did a Pacific Northwest special design, and I was like, Doug and I both need these. So I snagged 2 of these, and I'll show you the inside. So it's a pen holder, and it's got a little pocket for your field notes. And then I looked over and I saw this one. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And so when I saw Mark later, I told him, I was like, okay, I knew I was going to have the Sasquatch ones, but she didn't tell me you did a cat one. So this one's new as well. I don't even know if it's on the website yet. I'll show you the inside. Look at that. Fun. The inks that I got yesterday, this is just all yesterday, 2 ablation inks, and I swatched them, so I'm going to show you really quick. So this, and sorry the writing is backwards. You guys, I'm too tired to do a hands video today. This is Olive, and this is their show special. It's Oregon Marionberry. And you guys, I inked this up with that. Look at how perfect that is. Absolute perfection. And my Zodiac Aries, the nib is bouncy and beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy with these 2 pen purchases. So happy. I'm so thankful that I was able to get in there early, because there's no way these 2 pens would have stuck around. No way. Okay. All right. So that was it for yesterday. Today, I did a few more laps than I probably should have, and more vendors were there. So today was actually the first day of the actual show. The first thing I went and did was purchase some inks from Drumgools, and I will swatch these in a different video. I don't have it in my brain right now. Okay. So this one is a Sailor Shikiori mint jelly, and the writing sample that I saw, it looks kind of maybe like a minty, but not too minty, kind of almost dusty light green. So I'll show you that. The next one, I got Monteverde and Drumgools collaboration Ice Dragon, and I got it in the one, so they had 2, it was a Fire Dragon and Ice Dragon. I can't remember what the other one was, but mine it's got this kind of bluish, goldish green. I got 2 Manyo inks. Again, I will swatch these. This is that color, and this is, that color. All right, I'm excited about this. I have been practicing some new techniques with swatching, and I was using a plastic spoon. If you watch, I think Julia here does a plastic spoon, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, but my plastic spoon didn't work like hers did, so it never looked cool. I went down to, let's see, Fountain Pendulum, and she makes this glass spoon, and then the end, you can do a line. You guys look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So I had to have this. There was no 2 ways about it. And then another Sasquatch thing. Then I went next door to this little dude who, I don't know, maybe he's 10. I don't know, I'll have to ask him next time I see him. And he does 3D printing for pen holders and sample holders. And since Blackwater Craftworks, our mascot, our logo is all things octopus, I bought myself a little sample holder, but I'll probably use it for one of my bigger pens in an octopus. So cute. And then I just grabbed another notebook, because why not? Always need notebooks. So this is a Hobonichi, not sure what I'll use it for. And then Well-Appointed Desk. And I had some stickers. And I got to chat with her for the first time, and that was really fun, because she's a really neat person in the community, and I just really like her. So it was fun to actually finally meet her. And then I did another lap, and this was, it was so random, and it was so just impulse. I need more space for my pens, like, because I have all of my pens laid out on my desk, right? They're in Galen holders and like open, and then I have one that's like a 20 pen holder from Esterbrook that's just like open, and I just know where all of them are, but I'm running out of space. I bought this pen holder. Look at this. This is cherry wood, and then it's got this fantastic, I don't even know what fabric this is. That's just fabric maybe. I saw this and I thought, that's so different from anything else I have. So that's a 10 pen holder. I got that. Fortunately, because I was there early, I was able to go over to Pen Realm, and every pen show, or I don't want to say every pen show just in case it's not, but a lot of pen shows at least, Pen Realm Kirk Spear, he creates a show special nib. And for the Portland one, let's see if the camera will pick this up. He did a rose. Oh, let's see, put my hand in front of it. I have never been able to score one of his show special nibs because they go fast. I even got there early and he was already out of mediums. So I got Doug and I fines, and I'm totally okay with that. I just feel really fortunate. And it was really important for me, this show especially, to get the special nib, because this is like our first pen show as vendors, and it was just a really special show for us. So, oh, and then the last thing I got, kind of as we were walking out the door, I got a red Tassia. I think these are called spotlights. So they do different, like if you're familiar with Tassia, they do the Urushi pens that are like painted, like detailed, and like thousands of dollars. And these are like not that much, obviously. So this is just going to be a fun pen. Doug has this one and he really likes it. And I realized after I was like, oh yeah, I'll get it. And I got it in a zoom nib, and I will show you what that is when I ink all these up and do some top-down videos. But basically she describes it as like the tip of a flare pen. So it's super smooth, but it's pretty thick. So I was like, oh, it kind of feels like a triple broad. Like it was really thick. Okay, so I'm looking at my desk, make sure I didn't forget anything. Those are all of my purchases for yesterday and today. And I know this is kind of like a quick just recap and sharing video, but I just wanted to say thank you if you stopped by my booth today and chatted with us. And if you have a chance, if you're local and you have a chance to come to the show tomorrow, let's see, it's 10 to 4, 9 to 4, 9 to 4. It's a really, like, I'm really happy with this show. Like last year, it was like, it was okay. But they, you know, there's more vendors. It's in I feel like it's in a pretty nice place. You know, just the flow of it, like it got busy, but it never felt like it got busy. So if you have a chance, I just really think you should pop in if you have the chance tomorrow. And if you do pop in, come by and say hi. I will give you a Blackwater Craftworks sticker and chat with you about all things leather, or fountain pens, or journaling, or whatever. So thank you for watching. And again, I am just cross-eyed, so forgive me if this is just a rambling, crazy mess. But thank you, and I will definitely be doing some videos this week recapping. I've got so much ink. Oh, you guys, I got so much ink. I have got to get off Birmingham's mailing list. And you know what? Okay, side note, they texted me. That was the first text I ever got. Normally they just email me. They got a hold of my phone number and they texted me. And I think I'm gonna need an intervention. So I am gonna be putting out some ink videos here in the next couple of weeks. So thank you to all my YouTube friends, my new YouTube friends, my new pen show friends. Thank you to Jane and my pen friend who brought me buttered popcorn, and Karina who stopped by and said hi, and Grace who has got so much energy and charisma, and I just absolutely, I don't know, I just really had a great time. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I will see you in the next video.